And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time on Shadow Empire, on the map submitted by the community. We're on round 156. We killed a bunch of troops over the end turn. Didn't lose too many infantry in exchange for it, and we have 5 decisions awaiting us. One of which is what to do after metal soil filtration, and to charge Gauss small arms. So we got some good decisions. So, with the Eco Council, again, I think we want to working towards automation. So deep core would be good for the petrol. We were worried about petrol. And had access to high tech. Power banks is maybe a little tempting as well. I think we're going to deep core. Gets me towards my short-term goals best, I think.
Order received.
Here we're going polymer, so we can then discover heavy combat. You're asking for help. We like commerce merit, so take that. Peripheral mining, this was for the water. So yeah, we weren't going to have enough water if we didn't do this. We're going to extend the mine, so there's extra water there. 97,000 more water in the mine. We like mind, so we take the mind option. Okay, so the decisions weren't that hard. Truck station's done. Industry 4 should finish next turn if there are no more delays. There goes the state of our road. Looks like there's probably, yeah, something on the road. Attack it with 3. Let's do that. I think this is amphibious. Let's chase it back into the ocean if we win the fight. Ooh, taking a little bit more casualties than I like on my irreplaceable troops here. We lost 2 subunits. We defeated 35. Drove them back into the ocean. I should at least keep them out of our hair for a moment. Oop, a little bit of brownout. That might affect the Twitch streaming. Not sure. Oh, definitely being a bit of brownout. Okay, take a quick save here, just in case we crash. Let's say. Taking a quick save just in case we lose power. Hopefully won't. There's a flicker and a couple clicks, but didn't apparently take the internet down, so we're going to keep going. Yes, we got plenty of industry over in the east. I suppose in the east we got plenty of metal too, so I could start building various things. Do I got what I need to build rail station here? I do. Okay, let's build the rail station here, and then we'll start trying to stretch the rail line west. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to have a rail station here, rail station here. So the rail station here will help do sort of the western supply. Rail station here will probably do all the eastern supply in the long run. And then we'll meet sort of in the middle. And once they sort of meet, we'll be able to set up, combine everything into one SHQ, I think is where we'll be at that point. Okay, once more we're going to attempt to crush this pocket. Odds are getting better. Although we start off to a bad result. One lost subunit already. Although that might be the only way we lose.
Requesting assistance.
Not quite victory. We lost one subunit in exchange for 64 destroyed, 44 retreating, 6 hold out. I suspect this will be the last turn that pocket holds. Received food there. Didn't receive anything besides food. Well, didn't necessarily need anything besides food, so that's fine, I think. Okay. I'm gonna want some roads. Probably do it with dirt. We don't necessarily need a lot of action points on these roads. Yeah, that should help on the western side. The volcano is only low mountains. It's surrounded by high mountains, but the volcano is low. What's the odds if we commit everything? 2.3 to 1. We'll try.
Advancing.
Yeah, that was successful.
Do no harm? Yeah.
Lost 10 subunits for the cost of destroying 96. So expensive because it's basically with the irreplaceable militia, but it could definitely get worse. I think that might be the turn. Working to replace the combat losses there. Can't go any farther. We'll probably need to break the ticket. Although, no. We'll take a small hole in the middle. If we can pick that up, that's 100 colonists. That's valuable enough to risk having some holes in the line. Machinery maze, okay. Yep, if everything goes according to plan, with the truck station done, we'll finish Industry 4 next turn. That'll provide us with even more industry. I think we're going to start saving up metal for the rails. In the rail station, I suppose. So, build rail going west from there. We're going to build a rail station here and build a rail again going west from here. These are two different pools, right? So we got a different pool of metal and industry over there, and from over here. Oh, we just retook that hex, so we can't go any further than that. You're already seeing sort of the thing here is, yeah, it's a long way, but we've actually got a decent amount of industry, a decent amount of metal over here, so I don't see the problem necessarily going east to west. The place we're trying to connect to has the stuff we want, and the place we want to connect it to is kind of what's going on here. And yeah, tech-wise, just finish that metal soil filtration, going deep core. It'll be 3 of the 4 we need machinery to go into automation. Depending how quickly that goes, we'll do power banks afterwards. Polymer lets us pick up heavy combat armor. Heavy combat armor plus jet engines is going to let us get into energetics with a very valuable high-tech industry. Well, as well as turbojets and laser guns. Laser rifles, after all the changes they made, is a little bit less meh. Or a little less interesting. Laser guns are still pretty good, especially combining with polymer armor on the vehicles. So polymer armored vehicles with laser guns. Armored buggy still wants to run standard charge Gauss small arms, but the tanks will like the laser guns. Makes it a little bit better of an all-round vehicle. Oh, and I got 57 political power. We got some stuff we can do with 57 political power called Corp Tech.
Order received.
We've discovered side skirts. Well, that means all our armored vehicles in the future are going to be better. How's employment looking? Okay, we have openings. So we can definitely do... oh, I don't have any of those. Don't have any... the instigate investment cards. Those are pretty good. Okay. Oh, I suppose we got... This may be still a bit loud. Yeah, this craft scrap is louder than everything else for whatever reason. And I didn't really want either of those either way, so, okay. Where did it go? Oh, I think they were both, officers? Yeah. So strong isn't a problem. That one's not. We don't want any force one. We're just gonna scrap you. And yeah, I think we'll put somewhere in here, because obviously we're presumably taking some... The logistics... Well, actually, I suppose that one was actually cut off, so that's a bad indication. There we go. The logistics in the middle is going to be a bit finicky. You're out at 110 action points there. We were 100 there, so from there to there, the middle of there, we're in a sort of a action point deficit. So when we got the rail line all the way through here, we'll put a city probably somewhere in here. And actually, there for the oil well would not be too bad. There, city there, run a road up. Granted, it'd be up through the mountains, which isn't super great, but that would be a nice oil well for a city located here. Okay, let's cycle that turn. Okay, we're seeing the non-aligned move, which means it's coming around to us soon. If we can get that one encircled, we can get rid of it. Pretty sure with that level of militia forces in the area, they can handle... Well, we've already demonstrated they can handle hundreds. I managed to handle 99 subunits, so... The good old quantity sometimes has a quality all its own. Solissa State, round 157. We killed 500 infantry at the cost of 900, so our militia took a beating this turn. We have 4 decisions of winning us.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fine. That's fine.
Yes, sir. Roger that,
Zone
sir.
decisions. We'll take the government commerce. Adder's Mark doesn't have any danger. I suppose I could take the danger as well if I really wanted the merit. Do we have a demand for merit? Yes. Okay, we're gonna take the second one because I could take the danger, and that'll give us the merit we need for our quest. I don't really want to sell them this. We'll take the enforcement.
Copy that.
Like, I want to be taking the commerce rolls because it's commerce, but at the same time, why? Why do you want to do the thing I don't want you to do? Unknown odds, but I think we got enough coming in that if the odds could be knowable, they should be good odds at least.
Advancing.
Well, we are taking a lot of casualties. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Port mission.
29 subunits lost for 4. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Advancing. Do no harm? Yeah, right.
Okay, that's reasonable. Can we take that hex? We can. Can we take that hex? That's good. Okay.
We need more firepower, sir.
Okay, we know where the local wildlife is. We got the colonists. That's not bad. We can get the reinforcement. Any delays construction-wise? It's not showing that the industry is done because we low-rolled the industry. Although that does mean that it's going to finish next turn at this point, so I can live with that. Over here, we want to start on the rail station. We got the metal for it. We're not necessarily going to have the metal for the rails, but we have the metal for the station. Yeah, over here, we're going to go one more turn, and then we're going to run the rail as far as we can get it. Because in theory, we can only run that far. Although apparently we have the metal and the industry to go that far, so that's a good step for getting these zones connected. Yeah, we'll try to shoot those guys up again next turn, so those reinforcements arrive. Here in the west, against the slavers, we're continuing to advance.
Assistance. Attack! Do no harm? Yeah, right.
See if this pocket finally collapses.
Attack!
Go, armored vehicles, go! We'll probably lose one of the armored vehicles mere moments in the assault. The victory is successful for the cost of one subunit of tanks.
Spotted. Abort mission. Attack! Kill confirmed.
And the pocket continues to shrink. We do want to replace the casualty in the tanks. At some point I probably need to design the better tanks. We'll probably do that as soon as we get polymer armor. We'll design some polymer tanks. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like there's some robots there. Just a few robots. Just a few robots. Yeah, I think they cover the gap the way I want. And I need at least one more hex, if not two more hexes of road pushed into the mountains here. It's expensive, but it'll do what I need it to do. Yeah. Slowly and steadily pushing them back. Just got a little highway to the danger zone here. Well, I suppose it's not to the danger zone, it's the highway through the danger zone. And eventually it'll be the rail through the danger zone. Get some improvised IP, that's tempting. Private vest in the capital.
Order received.
Then improvised IP there.
Order received.
402 IP, okay. Do I have free trade to the people up north? Need to have a trade relations with them first. Let's get the trade relations with them. There we go. Do I have an embassy with the people down south? I do. Do we have a non-aggression pact with them? We do. Friendship pact. We do. I'm guessing it's a victory pact, I suppose. So yeah, construction, the rail and the industry should finish. The new rail obviously won't, but that's because it needs more than one turn. Reserves, nothing's worrisome low. Well, nothing's worrisome low that we can do anything about. The Verdun mine and the York mine, when they do run out, they're out. So they are where they are. Prospecting, if we had action points, we could be trying to figure out what those new mines are. And then, victory point-wise, we are tied for first. We're climbing the podium. Climbing the podium fast, and we haven't even started integrating our client stage, which are going to really send us flying. So yeah, so I think it's going to come down to getting enough of the planet to win at this point. Because I don't think we're going to have a problem in the population sphere. And orgs, working deep core, got 11%. Okay, so that'll be like 9 turns. Military, we've got 10%, so 8-9 turns, probably closer to 9. Could go 10 if we get a bad roll. Working that medium tank model, that's coming along nicely. And then Air Force. Air Force is going pretty slow, only 3% a turn. So we're 12 to 13 turns out, depending on roll, I'm going to guess. We're going through ammo, but that's because we're shooting it. So that's fine. Got a replacement sorted in the west, yeah. In the east, we're limited by the slow recruiting out of Verdun. We're waiting for the adaptation to kick in. Once the adaptation kicks in enough, we'll be getting even higher recruitment rates. And I suppose if we got enough industry flowing, I could just be raising more brigades. So one way to cover all this frontage is just deploy more. Although at the moment we're freeing stuff up, because we're becoming more and more productive on what we have. Okay, so there's the unaligned turrets, which will be coming around to us shortly. We are being attacked. That last one, it depends on how hard they hit us, whether that's a problem or not. Probably isn't, but maybe. And the way it would be a problem is they'd driven the unit back and taken the road. We'll be able to see as soon as the turn starts. In fact, it might let me go see now. Never mind. We lost 400 infantry. We have 5 decisions on round 158. You get that meritocracy promise. That's good. The director of the Supreme Command Council has laid down their role due to old age. Okay. I suspect we're going to need... Oh, we're going to need next turn. Let's do the decisions first then. We don't want enforcement.
Roger that.
That's an easy one.
Yes, sir.
Confirm this. We are being mostly research prioritization, so that's fine. Foreign affairs,
Roger
leaving it
that.
balanced looks fine for the moment. We'll go like 5k.
Order received.
I bet the money, yeah. So that was the result I was worried about, was we'd lose the hex. Although they didn't appear to capitalize on it.
Go, go, go.
Fight's not going as well as I would have hoped. These guys do chew us up. Partially because I think there's so many of them. Lost 7 subunits to 10. And yeah, there's 60-something of them. Okay. Construction-wise, industry, rail station's done. The other end's rail station's not done, but that's fine. Have to go as far as there. You can actually go a little bit farther. Yeah, we can get you all the way out to there happily. And yeah, we need to save it for that stretch because of all the metal costs associated with it. Not too worried actually, apparently, about the actual industry.
Abort mission.
Have the professionals take a swing at it.
Mission successful. We need more firepower, sir.
I'm under heavy fire. I'm under heavy fire. Requesting assistance.
You're requesting assistance. Assistance shall be granted. Send to the armored vehicles.
Do no harm? Yeah, right. Fire. Do no harm? Yeah, right.
Slowly crushing that pocket. Could be technically out here, but it looks like it's probably just those 6 hexes. And we managed to do that with basically no losses. Okay. Hopefully attacking it from all sides with enough will result in a victory.
Advancing.
We're getting some damage. We're gonna keep getting damage, or are we gonna be taking more? Yeah, I think it's gonna stall out. Yeah, we stalled out.
Abort mission.
3 to 19. Yeah, that's not trading well. It's not trading well at all. You're gonna give it a turn. I might still technically be able to build more of this rail connection coming from the east to get to our destination here. The more I can build with the otherwise inaccessible logistical source, the better it will be. Or the industry pool. Although in the west we're basically setting up for the capital to their stretch. Oh, and I'm gonna need some council members. We'll take the court manager. Senior.
Yes, sir.
And one of the militaries.
Yes, sir.
Like those 3 to choose from. Hopefully some of those people are actually decent. I suppose I can check right now if they're decent. So we got a cap 4, cap 4, cap 3, cap 1. Cap 1 might have actually been the old member. Camp 4 got high command, so that would work. That's what we need for SHQ. Camp 4 got high command, got inventor, so high command actually be a little bit wasted because inventor is pretty good. Aid with tech discoveries, used in model discovery and design discovery. Plus research bonuses. Yep. Definitely not many places where we'd like to put you. We'd have to pull someone for it, obviously. And you're just bad. You're just bad. You're very bad. You're worth holding on to. You're cap 3. Mostly military. Got a little invention. Yeah, so let's strat card you. Can we get you to retire?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Got rid of the capacity of 1 person. Yeah, still not really got a good way to deal with these robots. Well, I got a good response. It's the armored vehicles up here, but that means I got to get the armored vehicles down here and attacking the mountains where the walkers are gonna have the advantage. But dealing with slavers first. Okay, let's cycle and go for 1 more turn. We're still tied for first, so I think we're still gonna stay tied. We'll see. We might just get enough to be properly in first, but not by much. Okay, should soon be coming up on us. based on the time of this recording, I'm going to play out one last turn here and put the part break in for YouTube. Finishing up the stream as far as Shadow Empire is concerned. We've definitely made big progress, although, as we can see, we are taking a lot of militia losses against those wild animals. 100 infantry destroyed at the cost of 150 or 1,500 of ours. We have 4 citizens awaiting us on turn 159. We got the private assets. That's good. We did win the auction. Or did not win the auction. Bit of a shame. So you'd be better, but you're also potentially better at other roles. Whereas... I'm surprised it's not giving us this one. This is the one I'm thinking I want to take.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna take you. You got enough high command. That'll work out reasonably well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hold off on redesigning these for the moment. Offering to buy New York. I actually have a decent amount of industry in New York. I think I will actually hit the yes here.
Copy that.
I'm technically going merit, so we don't want any of these choices. Merit's probably gonna be easier to replace, or easier to fix with the mind in the long run. There may be something there.
I'm under heavy fire. Requesting assistance. Weapons free. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Slowly eroding Slaver's resistance capacity.
Kill confirmed.
Going in.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, got them down to 3 hexes now. That's still technically their hex as well. There may be something in there. The fact that it isn't being revealed is maybe making me think there's something in there.
Prepare for evasive maneuver. Get out!
Yeah, we want to deal with that. I think I need to bring in professional troops and not try to do it with the militia. It's just not working with the militia. Militia may try, but they're not the best of troops. Okay. Then from here we can do one last attempt. Got 300 industry. Done, and... Okay, so that's as far as we're going to be able to take it from this end. Fair enough. And at that point, we might as well just finish it up. So, there we go. Rail line connected from there to there. That may be enough that I can go ahead and actually disassemble the new SHQ. And the rail station is done. Okay. We don't have enough to go over the mountain yet. Because of how rail works, we need to basically have the whole stretch in for it to really be worth doing in this case. Although it is really just coming down to we need 2,000 more metal. Okay. That's so I can use this industry and this metal to build a truck station there. And then I think we should be able to throw colonists in from... No, technically come from the right side. But we can use the colonists to start getting that truck station going, and that'll help cover the hump in the middle. As well as getting these colonists to do something. Colonists over here... Well, once we merge everything into the same SHQ, we'll probably put them in this colony as well. Again, probably thinking about going for that oil well. Operating that oil well. Otherwise, yeah, not too shabby. Things are moving. We've sort of stopped construction for a moment because we need some metal. Get a particular task done. Mining overview, nothing's at risk of disappearing completely. That we're actively mining. Although the things that most likely to disappear are also things we can't fix. When they're gone, they're gone. Something I could prospect. Do you have the political power for that? No. You have a private investment. We'll pass on the private investment. I don't actually need the improvised IP right now because we've got plenty of industry. We just don't have the metal to make it work. I could potentially buy metal. That's really expensive, and there's only 309 of it. It's not gonna be enough. Not enough to make the swing. Yeah, that's probably not great odds. Yeah, not great odds. In some ways, actually better than I was expecting, but not great odds. And then, looking out before we end the turn. Up 23% on polymer, 70 on engines, 38 in deep core. And then victory-wise, we're still tied, pretty much tied for first. So we've moved up the podium. I think we were at second before the stream started. We were tied for second, right? So we've moved up from like 8.6 to 9.4. This is purely almost from taking territory. And again, we still have like 2 more fairly large zones we can integrate diplomatically. So 300,000 there, another 300,000 there. And yeah, that's almost going to double the size of the country. So that's another 14, 15% population on the planet. So like another 7.5 points. definitely going to put it securely in first. Although we're still going to have a lot of land to dash for on score at that point. Okay. So with that, that's where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in for YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, if everything goes according to plan, we should only be 6 parts recorded ahead. We are planning on streaming this again in 4 days. So you should have a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to bring up the schedule so I can go over what the schedule is going to be for the next couple days. In the case of YouTube, this will be what was up over the last couple of days. But this gives YouTube an idea of what's coming up as well, I suppose. So, today with Shadow Empire. Tomorrow we're going to do Terra Invicta. During the last stream, we technically, to keep it where we wanted it to be for a 6-day stream, we needed to record 3. We technically recorded 2, which means we only have a buffer of a spare day at the moment. So that means tomorrow we're going to record 5 parts of Terra Invicta if everything goes according to plan. We'll see how far we get in 5 parts, so about 5 hours of Terra Invicta. Sunday, we're going to start up a new run of Strategic Command World War I. This time, we're going to flip over to the Entente. We're going to see what it plays like from the other side. I think the Entente is the easier of the 2 sides. I may have made it look easy to do the Central Powers, but that was technically my second run doing the Central Powers. So I had an idea of what was going to happen. We're going to play the Entente. We're going to see if being on the side opposite of where we were last time, if we can try to take advantage of some of the things we learned from being on the other side. Monday is going to be Victoria 3. I believe on the 11th, which would be Thursday. I think next Thursday is when the next major pass for Victoria 3 comes out. So on Monday, we're going to try to finish up the Qing run. We're going to play until we're done. It may be more than 4 parts. It may be less than 4 parts. Hopefully it's at least 2 parts, because otherwise I'm going to run into a problem. I don't have any spare episodes. But it'll probably be 4 parts. I suspect it's going to be 4 parts. That's going to be what Monday is. And then Tuesday, which is 4 days from today, will be the return to Shadow Empire. If you're watching this on YouTube, that should be the day before the day you're watching this. So that should have already been recorded, which should give me enough time to do the compressions and upload and get the descriptions so that you've got a part up tomorrow. So that's the upcoming schedule if you're watching on YouTube and or Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, you want to get some comments in, feel free to leave the comments now. As I brought up earlier in the stream, I'm going to go ahead and record the slideshow of the dog picture for uploading to YouTube. So the stream will continue for a short while after we end this YouTube recording. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave comments. I do try to respond to all the comments on YouTube. On Twitch, I don't know how Twitch handles asynchronous comments, but YouTube handles them pretty well. If you're watching the Twitch VOD later, because again, the VOD does stay up for 14 days, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel. I am streaming this live to Twitch under the username Wilcol, and then uploading it to YouTube under the username Wilcol100, using a local recording. So if something happens and the stream, for whatever reason, doesn't stream something, such as the local internet has gone out or whatever, YouTube should have the version that I am recording, which is the local recording, so YouTube should not lose that. So if you're watching this on Twitch, obviously, and there's a bit that goes down because the internet goes down or whatever, you can always go hop over and watch it on YouTube when it gets uploaded there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.